If you're an artist trying to make money online, posting every day, getting likes from other artists but no sales, I need to explain something to you that's going to reframe how you think about this entire thing. Because right now you're playing a game, but you don't even know the rules. And here's what I mean. In life, everyone is playing a different game. For example, an insurance broker is playing the insurance game. They care about premiums, like pricing, stuff you never thought about in your life because you're not playing that game. Or if you're an artist trying to get into galleries or playing the gallery game, you care about your portfolio, canvas work, cold emailing galleries, getting approved. And it's different rules and different skills. But if you're like most artists today, you're not on the gallery path. You're trying to make money online. And whether you realize it or not, that means you're playing the e-commerce game. And here's where things get messy because most artists are allergic to marketing. You hate it, it feels sleazy, it feels like you're selling out. And that makes sense because you're a creative person. You got into art because you love creating things, not because you wanted to become some business person running ads and writing sales copy. And this is made worse by everything you learned in art school. All the famous artists that you studied where they just stuck to their passion, they kept painting even when they were broke, and they stayed true to their craft and eventually the world recognized them. So you have this idealized version in your head where you just keep making art and the money will come. You stay pure, you don't do any of that gross marketing stuff, and somehow everything works out. But that's not the game you're actually playing. When you decided to make money online as an artist, you entered the e-commerce game. And the e-commerce game has its own rules. Rules that have nothing to do with how good your art is. It's about understanding buyers, testing offers, and positioning your work in a way that makes people want to pay for it, and learning what styles convert and what doesn't. And most artists have no idea that this game even exists. You think that posting on Instagram is marketing, or having a TikTok account and uploading every day is doing your best. And when nothing happens, you think the algorithm is broken or that your art isn't good enough. But you're not even playing the right game. You're playing the artist game, trying to level up your skills, hoping that will translate into sales. And it doesn't, because skills and sales are two completely different games with two sets of rules. And it's not your fault that you ended up here, because college pushed you down a path of getting better at technique so you could get hired, right? Work at a studio, join an agency, and that was supposed to be the route. But now AI is making those entry-level roles more competitive than ever. Studios are shrinking, jobs are disappearing, and most artists are just getting shoved into the online e-commerce game without anyone even explaining the rules. So you do what you see everyone else do. You just post on social media hoping the algorithm picks you up, and you watch your art get served to other artists who like it but don't buy it, and you slowly get defeated. But here's the thing, you have options. You can learn the content creator game, learn video editing, hooks, storytelling, and trying to grow a following and monetize through that. And some artists do really well this way. But a lot of the times I think it's a lottery because you can spend hours on the video and it flops, and there's very little control. Or you can play the e-commerce game, learn how buyers think, test your ideas in front of people who are already looking to purchase, and see what actually sells before you build your whole brand around it. And I chose the e-commerce game because I wanted more control. I wanted to be able to test and scale in a predictable way instead of just hoping a video goes viral. And this is why I keep talking about Etsy, because when you start your own website, you're forced into the content creator game, because no one's just gonna visit your website for fun. You have to drive all the traffic there yourself, and that's a very hard game to play when you're starting from zero. But on Etsy, the buyers are already there. There's over 90 million of them, and they're searching for things to buy right now. You're not trying to build an audience, you're just putting an offer in front of people who are already in buying mode. And I know that a lot of people